Hi everybody, welcome to G4G here on YouTube. Today we are in Marvel Heroes, and we're taking a look at one of the newest heroes to be released within the game, and that is Destructive Worlds himself. It's Ultron. So, picked up Ultron a while back, I would say several weeks ago, maybe more than a month ago. It's just been a long time coming for me to do a video on him. I've just been busy. So I wanted to go ahead and show you his tree over here. And we'll take a look at his hero synergy as far as what he actually provides when he has the certain levels. So at 25 he's going to do summoned ally damage, and at 50 he will provide an intelligence boost. Summoned ally damage is because that's a lot of what he uses. That's his unstoppable Ultron tree. You have 6 drones that you can have out. I tend to do a mix of 3 of the ranged and 3 of the close combat. You have the ability to self-destruct them if you want, and that is similar to Magik's demons. You have this bandwidth bar that for every one that you summon, you lose just a little bit more control. So this is what limits the amount of clones you can have out, and then you can destroy them and you get it all back. He has another passive in this tree, Indestructible Body, which gives him defense and deflect, and you regenerate 100% of your health when you are defeated, and this happens once every 10 minutes or so. And then finally, we are Ultron. Overwhelm your enemies with a horde of micro drones that swarm the area and attack your enemies, which makes me think Carrier has arrived. And then finally, at the bottom of the tree, we have Ultron Prime, which is a passive. You are the center of the Ultron Legion, Ultron Prime. Though your mind cannot be replaced, your body can. Over here, you have Crushing Force, which tends to be a lot of the blue abilities that you've seen Ultron use in other games. Operation Crush, which is kind of your standard terrain throw. Operation Dash, which is that's his get around ability. And from there we have Concussion Blasters, we have Flight, which does not consume any power. A standard melee strike, Force Blast, Operation Slam, then Operation Smash. Here in Scourging Wrath, which has been one of my favorite trees along with the minions, your standard Laser Blast, a Irradiate, Precise Beams, and then Cephalo Beam, Energy Overload, Operation Annihilate, and then Operation Swarm, Fire and Energy Blast, and command your drones to focus on your target. So let's get out into the wild and see what he's like. So mine's about 24. And I've really been enjoying him when I do get to play Marvel Heroes. He's been a lot of fun.
Hey there.
So the first thing I like to do is I switch to my second bar, and I get out 3 of each drone, and that's actually where I hide my drone explosion so I don't hit it accidentally. You get it so early in the game that you find you blow it up your drones a little bit. There's a standard left click. That's your builder. Sounds kind of Star Wars-ish. That's the Irradiate. That's his Precise Beams. Concussion Blasters is one of his middle tree. There's your Terrain Throw with Operation Crush. I love the effect on that one, the way the laser just kind of fades out. Has that after image. It's really cool. And then H is that big wide Cyclops looking beam. Honestly, I'm glad I played him right after I happened to be playing Magik. The two of them are definitely similar with all the summons that they have and everything. And I feel like after going from Kitty Pryde to Magik, that I went from like 2 teleporters in a row, and now I have 2 minion specialists in a row. Getting right into the middle of a group and hitting that AoE is pretty good. It's a good way to start most fights. It's easy to tell the melee from the range because the melee have like the plasma sabers there. It's pretty easy to tell if you've lost any of your drones. He doesn't seem to be particularly power hungry. It's kind of tough to get him to the point where he's out of power and just can't maintain any of his specials. One guy was bugged a little bit there. There we go. So my team up for this is it's an agent shield guy. Since my Ultron was one of the newest heroes that I had, I finally decided to use a team up that I hadn't used yet.
I don't like your kind.
I love that energy overload. It's just such a cool effect. So here we have Tombstone. So what I like to do is fairly early in the fight get out most of my abilities that have cooldowns. And then just pretty much lay into people with the precise beams.
I will put this to far better use than any human would.
So I finally get to activate his passive. So now summon ally damage. The drone and the flight are two abilities that you don't even need to put points into after you've snagged them once. They're basically just one-shots. Make sure I'm not missing any synergies here. And my little vacuum pet is Lucky the dog, who randomly decides to eat pizza. So far running him with the Kree Hyper Optics to see people and the Shield Motion Analyzer because of his ranged and my tendency to play him at ranged. I like this one where ranged attacks deal more damage the further away. I'll go with the Tombstone Metal. It's my first purple. In the metal category. Another ring. I like the one I've got. Hate how the stupid pets don't vacuum certain items like that, like the ring. Alright, no new powers for the shield dude. Not too sure which team up honestly would be the best for Ultron. Maybe Groot. I'd like to vary my team ups a little bit so that I'm not constantly using the same one. Otherwise, I'd probably have Firestar the entire time with everybody. He's really awesome for big clumps. The bots tend to keep him out of trouble. And he can just jump in there and hit any of his AoE. Plays somewhat similar to Emma in that regard. As you can see, in the earlier levels over here, especially with some experience boosts and experience synergy, one of which comes from Cyclops being high level, you level pretty fast in this. So it looks like I am short a couple of combat drones here. So it looks like I went a little overboard on the range, but that's okay. I just saw an Iron Fist over there. I do have him. I haven't played him yet. I don't know how good he is in this game. One of the characters I've been kind of curious as to how they play. I just haven't had the time lately to try him out. As you can see, I mean, he does a pretty good amount of AoE damage. You just kind of wait in there. And with that dash, he's pretty mobile and can cover a lot of ground on the map. Which honestly, when you've been playing this for so long and you have so many characters, you kind of just want to get through the maps as fast as you can. Like, there's only so much you can see of the plot of this game.
There's plenty of me to go around.
Top those two out at 10. Now, similar to Dr. Doom, Ultron does tend to talk a decent amount of shit to people. He actually sounds a bit nicer than Doom. Like, Doom basically talks a whole lot of trash to everybody. Ultron actually sounds a bit more cooler that way. He kind of talks a little bit of shit, but he doesn't sound quite as mean as Doom. Like, Doom just, he comes across as being incredibly arrogant, and it seems like he's got something to say about everybody. Ultron seems to actually sometimes kind of say things as if a person was besting him, you know. Kind of like, oh, yeah, this guy kicked my ass once. He's pretty cool. Doom is just like pure arrogance. Wow, this guy is... Why is this guy healing so much? I don't think I've ever seen this in this game before. Wow, I've never seen this.
I will put this to far
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just walk out. I've never encountered a mob like that. I don't know if he's supposed to do this, but he just seems pretty much downright invincible. Let's take a look at that purple that I got. Man, I hate when you get like a green or a blue and it's nowhere near as good as your purple. It's just more on level. This one I'll have to take a look at.
The Punisher destroys gangs. But why stop there?
See, like that one. The Punisher destroys gangs, but why stop there? Like, that's not nearly as bad as some of the stuff Doom talks. Like, Doom talks a whole lot of shit about Tony Stark. It's like, yeah, Tony Stark is awful. It's like, you're Victor Von Doom. So, there is a look at Ultron here in Marvel Heroes. He is a lot of fun. And very happy to have him on my roster. Which is actually getting hysterically large at this point because of all the BOGOs. Ant-Man, Black Cat, Black Widow, Blade, Cable, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Colossus, Cyclops at 50, Daredevil, Doctor Doom, Emma, who was my original main a long, long time ago, Ghost Rider, Green Goblin, that's another one I'm kind of interested in playing as Green Goblin, Hulk, Hawkeye, Human Torch, Iceman, Iron Fist, Jean Grey, Iron Man, Juggernaut, who I haven't played in a while, fairly high level Kitty Pryde, Loki, Luke, my first 60 and only 60 Magik, Moon Knight Magneto, Nightcrawler, Nova, who I played a little bit of, Psylocke, who I actually would like to get back to at some point, Rogue, Scarlet Witch, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, which everybody keeps telling me I should level. Everybody says Squirrel Girl is a lot of fun. Star-Lord, Storm, Taskmaster, Thing, Thor, Ultron, Venom, Vision, War Machine, Winter Soldier, and X-23. Missing Elektra. Actually, not too sure who else besides Elektra. So missing Black Panther, Deadpool, Doctor Strange, Elektra Gambit, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Rocket Raccoon, She-Hulk, and Wolverine. Pretty much have gotten all the cheap heroes, and just, you know, the best thing to do for Marvel Heroes is wait until they have a BOGO sale, get somebody you want, and hope that you inherit somebody that you don't have. I'm not really too sure which one of my untouched characters I should really play. Squirrel Girl I keep getting talked into by a lot of people, but I don't know about that. I'm definitely interested in seeing how Iron Fist plays out, and potentially Loki. So, there you go, guys. There is a look at Ultron here in Marvel Heroes. If you get the chance to grab them, go ahead and do so. I like them a lot, especially if you have any summoned ally boosts, either from hero synergies or gear or whatnot. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care.